Palworld just released in early access on Steam and on Xbox Game Pass. It's taking the world by storm currently. You might be able to see why, but there are a few things you might need to know. I'm a bit of a survival game aficionado. I play quite a lot of them. And what you can't normally do in them is this. Yep, you can just climb any wall. You sort of like most of them. I've only encountered a couple where you can't. However, if you do run out of stamina, that's that bar going red, you will fall off, so be careful. That also brings us neatly to our next one. Our next little tip is going to be, eventually you can get harnesses for your lovely pals. Ooh, like my little Howl Wolf here, or Die Howl, I think that's what he's called. And when you're on these guys, you don't actually take any fall damage. You can survive any height, from what I can tell. We've tried lots of them. You take no fall damage at all. Like all good survival games, there's farming, there's crafting, but you're going to find yourself a little overloaded at times. But no matter where you are in the world, you can always build a normal wooden chest. Just pop it down, fill it up, build it, and put all the things that you're weighed down by carrying too many items, and just pop it in the chest, and come back and grab it later. Perfect. And brings us quite neatly onto our next one. Similar to the previous tip, which was also given to me by a viewer, this is another great one. You'll end up with these little stone mines and wood farm, forester things, farms at your own base. But they're 462 stone. I can't carry that much. I can't even walk. I can turn around and that's it. However, I have a box right next to this. And I can just drop it all straight in the box. So pick it up, drop it off. Now, the base is this is kind of another little tip. The base is a universal crafting storage system. So no matter where you are, as long as the storage is in your base, it will be counted and when you go to craft and create something. So all the storages also seem to have an unlimited amount of holding capacity per block, but they have a limited amount of items they can hold. So you can put as much as you like in one space. So you can put a box next to your stone mine, you can put a box next to your wood, and never have to worry about having to cart it too far. You may be a little like me. We like to explore at night time. Some things are different, like the pals fall asleep. Not all of them. I've seen some roaming about, but quite a lot like to fall asleep. Some others come out more often, it seems, at nighttime. But I can't seem to see where I'm going. If you have a fire pal in your inventory, though, in your party, just deploy him, and he acts like a portable torch. Yeah, great. Another little thing that the game didn't quite tell me was when inside your pal deck, and only inside your pal deck, will you see the possible drops that some of your pals might give you. And they're not all completely different, but as you see, different combinations of sometimes the same things, like low-grade medical supplies is very helpful. Very helpful. It even shows you what all of this stuff means. So I looked at my fire and thought that the fire required kindling. No, the fire requires a pal with kindling. So you've got, all the information is in here. I thought that it would at least tell me in here, but it doesn't. This doesn't tell you enough. There's a few things missing. Hopefully they'll add to this. Not much of a tip, but just a heads up, I guess. You're going to want and need a lot of pals. And if you're like me, you hate having to get these little pal spheres you see in the bottom right corner. You hate having to make them. Well, if you get some Vixies and you stick them in the ranch, they'll just kind of dig them up out of the ground. And you'll never run out of them. You'll have way too many. You won't even know what to do with them all. Except perhaps sell them to a trader.